Hello, Avery.
Hi, Miss Patricia. How are you? I am Avery Allen March. I am 35 years old. I work as a social worker with the government of Jamaica, and I've been doing social work for over 13 years. I now have 3 children, and of course, I'm from rural Jamaica.
Hello, I am 7, grade 2.
In 2018, almost 4 years ago, I recall one afternoon the teacher told us that he's not feeling well, so his father took him to the doctor initially and they gave him antibiotics, and that was it. So he was able to go back to school. I think they reported that he wasn't walking well and he was just kind of droop. He wasn't eating much at school, so of course we took him to the doctor. 2 or 3 weeks after that, the teacher called me and I was at work saying I have to rush now and come for Najair because he's not well, he's not eating his lunch, he's reporting that his leg is paining and he cannot walk. So I had to leave work and then I took him to the doctor. And I recall clearly when the doctor asked him to show her where is actually paining him. And then when he touched on the particular area on his leg, I said, hold on. But that's the same area that, if I remember correctly, his father said he was complaining of that was hurting him 2 weeks before. So I don't understand then why would it be paining him again. A week after, we got the call to rush into the doctor's office then. And then that is when she said to us, based on the blood results, this looks like, leukemia, but I'm going to send you off to the hospital. Go no, and have them, do whatever they have to do again. He spent about 3 weeks in the hospital, a little under a month, and I recall it took them days upon days to actually diagnose him. If I can recall correctly, they had to send samples to Canada, and they also liaised with other doctors in the US to come to a conclusion as to what it is that he was experiencing, and that is how they diagnosed him after. At the very point when he was in the hospital, the first thing that came to my mind was death. I was like, whoa, Lord, if I can't manage to buy the medication, if I can't manage to give him the treatment that he needs, what is going to happen? Death. Because my grandmother passed away in 2016, and that was the first case of cancer that we've ever heard in the family. Because I'm thinking, I'm a government worker, I'm young, I don't have the money to take care of all these expenses, because when I was told roughly between 250,000 to 300,000 per month for his medication, right then and there I started to cry, because I'm like, that is even more than my monthly salary before taxes and all of those things. So how would we manage? I didn't know what to do. So I was like, if we can't manage, is it that now we're going to be in a position where we'll have to just see how best we can go through every month, and if we can't afford to take care of him, what is going to happen? I started praying and I said, Lord, let this medication work, because at least if anything we can get a little help. It's all sorts of emotions, I can tell you, that came when we heard.
Hello, Dr. Jennifer. I am Pat from the Max Foundation. How are you?
I'm fine. Good morning. So I'm Dr. Jennifer Thame. I'm consultant hematologist, oncologist. I work at the National Public Health Laboratory. The challenges that we faced were certainly with testing of the patient. We used to do a in-house testing called a lab score, and then we used morphology, and we made the diagnosis of chronic myeloid leukemia. And then in terms of the management of the patients, we only had what is called hydroxyurea, which is a chemotherapeutic agent which was available to us. But if anybody who treats CML knows that drug is so labile, so they come with a high white cell count, you treat them with the drug, then the counts plummet, then you have to adjust the drug, then the counts go back up again. So it was very like a roller coaster in the management of these patients. So then we fast forward now to early 2000s, and that's where we were approached to say, well, we do have a program managed by the Max Foundation, and would we be interested? And of course, we certainly were interested, because we wanted to really meet international standards in treating these patients with CML. And that's where the journey began with the Max Foundation. So the management of our patients have far improved based on the fact that the Max Foundation was able to offer us different lines of therapies. Now the tyrosine kinase inhibitors, which are the standard treatment. So we could now do away with our hydroxyurea and then use these agents. And the patients are doing tremendously on this program due to the Max Foundation.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
Become a doctor.
Why do you want to be a doctor?
He just whispered and said to do surgeries.
I really appreciated talking with Najair's mom. I can understand her feelings, and I can definitely relate to the anguish that she must have felt when Najair was diagnosed, and especially I think about looking at the future and thinking about what's ahead for Najair. You know, we have the amazing opportunity to bring treatment to him. He will need us for many, many years, and this is what I think about when I wake up in the morning. How can I make sure we are there for Najair for what he will need in the future?
If it wasn't for your foundation, I don't even know what we would be doing at this point.
Thank you.